MTN stands for Murphy, Tremonti, and Nelson, and then it's Mountain for short. So some of our clients do call us Mountain or MTN.
We just, for 30 years, have strived to get better. And better meaning better on the inside, better place for people to make a living, to provide for their families, and better on the outside, a better product for our customers. And so we just continually recognized that we weren't as good as we could be. And so we just constantly have been striving to get better. Now, 5 years ago, we made a decision that Braden headed up. We're going to define processes to put in place to make us as good as we can be. And so that's really, there was a benchmark, but all along, we weren't bad one day and good the next. We've been striving all this time to get better.
In 2018, it represented a year for us that was more of a decision than it was even a change. It was a decision to pursue truth in everything that we did, whether that was a service customer or a sales customer, that there would be no more manipulation, no more trying to hide certain facts. It would be done in a way that was open and honest, and that when a customer would come in, that our employees would get a chance to truly partner with the customer and truly become a friend, where they weren't working against the needs of the customer. They were actually working with the customer for whatever that best outcome was. And we wanted our team members to come to work every day and be proud of the way that they did business, not asking them to compromise or to be somebody different than they were when they walked out the door, that when they could come to work, that it would actually give them a sense that we were doing something different and that it was better. Now, defining what that looked like, that's where the real work began. And in this entire process, every bit of that was guided by the understanding that we wanted to do business truthfully and honestly, that what we did needed to align with who we were. And that guided every decision that we made. But 2018 for us was that line in the sand. We drove a stake and said, we're no longer going to be who we used to be. We're going to have to go a different path. And that's what led the change.
I would say 99% of all of our clients have this one fear, and that is that the technicians are never going to adapt to the way that we have our system. And I want to say this, they are the quickest to transform into the new way of doing business in our system. The technicians love it. It honors them. It puts them up front. So the greatest fear is the fear of losing technicians, and yet they are the quickest to say, yes, I love this way. So that's the service side. Now, on the sales side, the thing that was maybe a great fear, we thought was going to be a huge obstacle to overcome, was the one pricing method. But what we found was that was really super easy, right?
Right. Yeah. No, in all of this, the biggest revelation was that when a car dealership negotiates to sell a vehicle, that customers want to negotiate. Therefore, we negotiate. And it's the traditional start high and as much as you can, hold on to every penny you can until the customer says, enough, I give in, I'll buy. And if you were to ever come out and just say, here's my absolute best price on the vehicle, and be willing to risk the fact that the customer would walk out the door, well, that's a pain point. And much to our surprise, that was the least of all of the things that created disruption in our business. In fact, it gave us a lot of power because we became better salespeople. We became better at actually presenting the value of the vehicle purchase. And at the same time, the customers understood that the value of the car was truly worth every penny, and we didn't have to make allowances for additional savings or discounts that actually cheapened the experience. And so all of that was part of this understanding that the things that we thought would cost us didn't actually cost us anything. And the thing that was revealed more than anything, Patty, is that as an organization, and I think I can speak for the car industry with this, is that overall there's a tremendous gap in training that exists inside of an automobile dealership, because there are so many things that can supplement or take the place of training that get results so quickly. And when we remove all of those things, then we realize the only way to truly get better is to get better. And that's what the biggest revelation was. It wasn't that not negotiating or hassle-free pricing was going to be disruptive. The biggest disruption was understanding that there's an incredible amount of training that needs to take place to get our people good enough, once we remove all of those levers that we used to pull, to really provide a truly better experience.
It's all about taking care of people. This is what we are trying to do through MTN. One of the things is teach people how to go from managing people into leading them through coaching. That builds people up. That makes people excited about coming to work every day. You've seen it in our stores, and you've seen it in all your clients' stores. You coach the processes that you've laid out for them, you train them, and then you just coach them. And with a week, and that's what MTN does. And I think it's as complex as the development of MTN has been. The processes are not that hard to learn.